Dun, dun. Ha! That almost worked out perfectly with my little tune that I was singing before this thing.
Almost.
I got to the dun dun, and then it started recording. So I was just like, yeah, that works. I'm good with that. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the most must-see AVI NFL fantasy football podcast that films at 4:35 on it's Thursday, right? I don't even know what day it is anymore.
I know.
Thursday. That's what the plants are telling me.
The plants.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome in, everybody. Let's just get on with the awkwardness right off the bat. Welcome in. I am your host with the mostest, Mr. Garrett M. La Laguna. The M stands for Megatron, because I'm gonna need D-Hop to go all sorts of Megatron this
Megatron
weekend.
to come out of retirement to help you out.
Dude, I would take it right now. I would absolutely take it. Hell, I'm hoping right now for a Sean Alexander to come out of retirement.
Oh, wow. What a name.
Yeah, throwing it down, old school. But you know what he did for week 4 in 2012, right? Or no, 2004. It was
No.
week 4 and Jesus, I just can't talk today. Week 4 in 2002, he put up 56 points.
I don't know how you know this off the top of your head.
It was on a little thing, blurb, on the fantasy football homepage.
All right, cool.
I don't know smart things like that.
I was like, that's pretty
I
impressive.
talk and I hope that it's right 90% of the time.
18 years ago in week 4, Sean Alexander got 56. Holy crap. That's
well before I was even playing fantasy football.
Yeah.
I know that. Now, I guess I should introduce you. My co-hostess with the mostest, Mr. Tony S. Burgess. The S stands for.
So close to Friday. So close to Friday.
Ah, man. Yeah, it doesn't really matter because I work on Saturday. So what you going to do? But, here we are. It's Thursday. We're getting ready for Thursday night football. Some donkeys versus some Jeets. And donkeys, I'm sure donkeys are probably going to win that game because the Jets just suck.
Yeah, you would think the Broncos are going to win. And in my pool that I'm supposed to pick a team to win each week, I thought about it, but I was like, the Broncos, their offense is pretty awful from what I saw last week. So I'm like, I can't even trust them right now. I can't do it. As much as the Jets suck, I can't trust it. Nope.
Wow.
So I just chose the Ravens this week. I forget who they're going against. Someone not good. Dolphins.
Baltimore is going up against Washington this week. But we're not here to talk about real football. Right. We're here to talk about the swords and the shields kind of football. Fantasy football. That's it. Oh, man. If I could just go out there with like a battle axe on the middle of the field, I would win.
You should win.
Just run onto the field with a battle axe. Yeah, let's see them try and stop me. I'm coming at you, Von Miller. I don't care. You're hobbling around on your one knee right now. I don't care. Too soon? No, never too soon. Screw the donkeys. But we're here to talk about fantasy football and what really matters to you guys. So we're going to get right into this today, and we're going to talk about, I hate to phrase it like this, but the worst matchup of the week. The two lowest, teams, lowest ranked teams right now going up against each other. We got Doug taking on Laura with Leroy Jenkins against the Mad Morkies.
Yep. No, but the projections are pretty good. 120 points from Doug is what the projection is right now, which is a pretty solid number. And he's the one that put up 200 points a week ago. So, I mean, it's actually as much as they might be towards the bottom of the barrel right now. I still think this is going to be a pretty high-scoring matchup because Laura she has a lot of points scored, even though she's 0-3. She actually has as much as some people in the playoffs. So
yeah, she's just played really good teams on weeks that they decided to, go off. So yeah, you really can't fault her for that. It does. COVID is kind of impacting this game this week. Laura's down 2 people, including her kicker. Doug is down 3 people, including his tight end and his quarterback, or at least one of his quarterbacks. I don't think he would start Ben Roethlisberger over Matt Ryan right now.
No.
But yeah, we are finally seeing our first impact from COVID this year.
Yep.
So we'll see how everything goes.
It was going to happen at some point.
Indeed. But yeah, this looks like a really good game right now. Laura definitely needs a quarterback right now. Nick Foles going up against Indianapolis. That Indianapolis defense is going to be stout against Chicago, and but we'll see. Nick Foles has a knack for going in there and proving everybody wrong.
He does, and he did last week. But let's see what Nick Foles we get this week. Is it going to be Super Bowl MVP Nick Foles, or is it going to be Rams/Jaguars Nick Foles? The other teams he's been on.
That gets replaced by a stash.
Yeah. So you'll see. He's been the most inconsistent, except when he's on the Eagles.
Yeah.
On the Eagles, he's fine, but on any other team, he's not.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes this week. Two good running backs going for Laura this week: Kenyon Drake, Josh Jacobs. Drake has a great matchup going up against like the second worst defense against running backs in Carolina. Josh Jacobs has a little bit tougher of a game going up against Buffalo this week. But no, I think Kenyon Drake, honestly, for my opinion, for what it's worth, Kenyon Drake is probably going to be a top 5 running back this week. I'm calling it now. I think against Carolina, he's going to be a top 5 guy.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Not really that bold, but yeah. Good running or wide receiver situation, I guess, for her, except, she's starting a Jets player, and who really wants to start a Jets player right now?
Yeah.
But yeah, with Juju Smith-Schuster being gone right now, I don't know. I'd almost start Jarvis Landry over Jamison Crowder. Personal opinion, she probably just hit the optimize on her lineup, and that's what it gave her because Crowder is projected for more points technically. But I don't think I would play Jamison Crowder.
See, he's questionable, so I was kind of looking to see what his injury is like. He said he's expected to play. Okay, so
yeah. I mean, we should know by now if he's going to be out or not. Because we're less than 2 hours away from game time.
Yeah, so it looks like he's going to play.
Yeah. Over on Doug's side, though, he's got Matt Ryan, Ezekiel Elliott, Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders is a little bit questionable, but going up against that depleted San Francisco defense, I think if he plays, he's going to have a really good game. Elliott going up against Cleveland is going to be a really big day for him. Matt Ryan going up against Green Bay, he's going to have a huge day. So
yeah, no, I mean the Falcons, it's been mainly, I would assume, their defense that's been giving up all their points the past few weeks from their big losses that they've had. But they always score a ton of points. So I mean, Matt Ryan's probably putting up some decent numbers, I would imagine.
Oh, Matt Ryan is definitely putting up decent numbers. He is he's the number 8 quarterback right now.
Yeah. So I feel good with him as my quarterback, and Elliott as your running back, it's pretty good.
Yeah. That's one of those things I should probably thought about at the start of the season, man. Just subverting all of the expectations and going with Elliott number 1.
Should have, would have, could have.
Should have, would have, could have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what is Elliott ranked right now? He's the 3rd ranked running back right now, which is where he was drafted. So he's living up to his expectations. And I think against Cleveland, by the end of the week, he could be the number 1 ranked running back.
Yep. All right.
So let's see. On to our next game. Oh, I guess any predictions for this game? Who do you think wins?
I'm gonna have to go with Doug probably on this one. Just again, his team it has big point potential with Matt Ryan and Zeke. as
Yep.
1 and 2, and then Stephon Diggs with that Buffalo offense that's been just going insane. And
Mike Evans against the Chargers this week.
And Terry McLaurin. I mean, that too. He's put up some good numbers. So, he has Miles Sanders questionable and McLaurin questionable. So I mean, as long as they're healthy, I think it's gonna be hard for Laura to win this week, especially right now where she doesn't even have a kicker. But I assume she's gonna fix that.
Yeah. I assume she'll pick up a kicker.
And then Nick Foles is your quarterback. Again, I don't like the Bears, and I feel bad for Nick Foles because he's gonna probably get murdered, even though he did good last week. It's just one of those things where now the team has game planned around him. So I don't know if he'll do as successful this week as he was last week.
Yeah. I'm personally taking Doug for the win there. I think Laura has potential to win, especially if Doug's team does not live up to the potential, which they can absolutely do. But yeah, I think Doug squeaks out a win. I think it's close, but I think he squeaks out a win.
Yeah.
In our next game of the week, we got Up to Noah Good and Jen against CD's TDs and Cody. Number 6 versus number 7 right now.
Middle of the pack.
Yep, really close game as well, projection-wise. 118 for Jen, 122 for Cody, from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, same.
So yeah, this is going to be a really close game. I think, when you look at who people are playing this week, Austin Eckler going up against Tampa Bay for Cody. Don't know how much I would trust Gibson and Washington, the Washington football team's running back.
Yeah.
Going up against Baltimore.
Same.
Even though Baltimore did give up a lot of points to CEH last week, Gibson's not him. Sorry. Tyreek Hill going up against New England. That should be interesting, man. The Chefs going up against the Patriots. That's gonna be a fun game.
Yeah, that'd be a really fun game. I assume that's Sunday night. Is it Sunday night?
Nope. Sunday at 2:25.
Wow.
Yep, they're giving it to us on the Sunday afternoon game.
Yeah.
The Sunday night game is the 49ers against Philly.
That's
Who
not
the
a good
hell
Sunday
cares?
night game. Yeah, that's not a good Sunday night game with the way Eagles have been playing.
Yeah, unfortunately though, within that, first 6 weeks of the year,
they don't flex the schedule.
Yeah. Even though I think they probably should start that around week 4. I mean, when you really think about it, you have a good understanding.
Yeah, I think we have a good understanding where teams are at this point.
Yeah, exactly. And the Chiefs going up against the Patriots, that's a good game. That's going to be a lot of fun. Chiefs win it, obviously, but I think it's going to be a really good game.
Yep, agreed.
CD's TDs definitely has a really good team going along. Not really affected, but he has one player that's being affected by COVID right now.
Steelers, Eric Ebron.
Yeah, his tight end. But I mean, he's got Rob Gronkowski. He'll be fine. He's got the Gronk.
He did pretty good last week. He got. Well, I mean,
did he catch a ball?
I mean, week 1 he had 3 targets. Week 2 he had 1 target, and then last week he had 7 targets and 6 catches for 48 yards. So, not saying that's crazy numbers, but it's definitely solid. 6 catches for 48 yards. That's like 10.8 points or something.
Yeah, he got 10.8.
Solid, or it's better than what he's been doing.
Yeah. Considering he got 3.1 and a 0 his prior 2 weeks.
Yep.
He literally tripled how much he had the season in the rest of the season. But Jen has a couple of really good matchups too. Kyler Murray going up against Carolina. I think Kyler Murray's going to run all over them all day long. Adrian Peterson going up against New Orleans.
Yeah, Peterson is kind of a meh.
Yeah, but Kamara going up against Detroit, that's a good matchup.
Yeah, Kamara. You could have gotten him at number 1 too.
Yeah, I don't think I would have reached quite that far.
Yeah,
but Yeah, no, Kamara is definitely a good pickup for her in the first round, especially after last week. I don't want to talk about it though. Brandon Cooks going up against Minnesota. I think that could be a good game for the wide receivers and everybody for the Texans, just because Minnesota's been looking absolutely terrible this year. But honestly, she's lacking on wide receivers. Brandon Cooks, Allen Robinson, or is it Allen
Yeah,
Robinson?
Allen, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Randall Cobb. No, I don't really like any of them either. But you can't be good at everything. Well, I, I have no comment. I don't like receivers.
Just leave it at that.
Let's leave it at
I mean,
that.
she does have Corey Davis, but he's on the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
So he ain't playing this week. But yeah, she has two players that's being affected right now. So yeah. But yeah, projections 118 to 122. In the end, I personally think though Jen subverts the projections and wins.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think Jen has this. I think she's going to continue her upward trend after kicking my ass.
I'm gonna go the flip side and choose Cody this week. This is something we should have probably kept track of at the beginning of the season. We should have done like they do for like on Sunday during the morning, like pre-game shows. They would they always all the announcers go over it, who they're going to pick to win for the day,
Yeah.
and then they keep track of it for the season. We should have done that. But
Oh man, that would be fun. We could actually probably start that. Start sending out a sheet to everybody. Just an Excel spreadsheet real quick, send it back through email. Let's
yeah,
tally up the votes at the end of the day or at the end of the week and see
that would have been one way to spice it up. There's some prize at the end of the year for having the best projections. I don't know.
just calling
It's
it right
interesting.
the most. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could be something that we try and implement
Yeah.
this year, and maybe next year we add that in from the very beginning and actually plan for a prize at the end of the year for that winner too.
Exactly. Like, it doesn't have to be a crazy prize, but just something that kind of pats you on the back.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Literally like a back patter or something.
Yeah.
So in our next game, we got Dayman and Mr. Aaron going up against Kittles and Bits and Josh. 5th ranked team versus the 12th ranked team. And this one looks to be kind of runaway for Aaron right now at 128 to 107 projections.
He's supposed to. Looks like he has the number 2 overall projections in terms of points this week, and it's pretty dang close to being number 1. So yeah. He has a good team. Looks like he has 3
Russell
questionables.
Wilson going up against Miami, though. Yeah, Julio Jones and Devontae Adams. Those are 2 big questionables. And then Kareem Hunt.
Devontae did practice today. As a Packer fan, I did get the alert. So
Okay.
There's hope that he's going to play this week as opposed to last week where there was like no chance.
Yeah.
So if his
I love
players
how
play,
his 2 wide receivers are playing each other this week, too.
Ooh.
Because we got the Falcons against the Packers.
Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah, it's interesting.
That's fun. But yeah, then Russell Wilson going up against Miami. He's going to tear up Miami. Tyler Higbee going up against the Giants. I think, Tyler Higbee could easily get more than 14 points, especially against how pathetic the Giants are. Don't know if I would trust Tyler Boyd, personal opinion. But then, yeah, looking over at Josh's side, definitely a lot less questionable people over there. Will Fuller is his only questionable player going up against Minnesota this week. He did log limited practice today. But no, we got a battle of the Cleveland running backs too, and Kareem Hunt on one side and Nick Chubb on the other.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So,
And then Gaskin, his other running back from Miami, going up against Seattle. Don't see him getting 13 points there, personal opinion. But Cooper Kupp against the Giants. Yeah, he's going to eat the Giants up.
Yeah, he should. He should. Yeah, no, it's an interesting matchup. But for me, if I had to choose a projection, I would go with Aaron if his players are playing.
Yeah. Does not look like.
And he picked up. Did he pick up Justin Jefferson? He did.
He did.
That
He
was a
did.
good
I tried to
pickup.
get him.
That was a good pickup.
I tried to get him this week, but I ended up with Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah. No.
Who also played big last week, but.
And look at that. People are using the injured reserve slots. Le'Veon Bell on Josh's team, and then Sterling Shepard on Aaron's.
Yep. So hey, I'm glad I threw that out there for everybody. Thank you for bringing that up, Tony.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I use it in my other league quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know it was an option in the NFL app. So it's cool that you were able to find that.
Yep.
It's just, yeah, it's I don't know. I think it's something that should definitely be in there for the future.
Yeah. I'll probably end up keeping that around for the future, definitely. But yeah, that's this game. I also believe that Aaron will win this week, leaving Josh winless.
Yeah, that's my prediction.
Sorry, Josh. Sucks, buddy. Okay, in our next game of the week, we have me versus Jamie, the Twisted Viking versus Ossinipa Creek. Number 4 versus number 9. And right now, number 4 is projected to lose. You know why? Because of goddamn COVID. Nah, man. You look at my two running backs right now, they're projected for 5.13 and 6.42 points. That sucks, man.
That is pretty horrible.
That just sucks, man. My running back situation right now is terrible. And then, sitting on my bench, I got Derrick Henry and Christian McCaffrey.
I know. It's unfortunate, isn't it?
Dude, it hurts me. It hurts me deep inside. But you know what? We're going to make do with what we got, and we're going to make the best of a bad situation. And yeah, I'm still going to kick Jamie's ass this week, even though he is technically one of my bosses, and I probably should not be talking ill of him. I don't care. I'm still going to kick your ass. Come at me, bro. But no, he's got a fairly decent situation going on. Tom Brady going up against the Chargers, Gurley going up against Green Bay, who, I mean, let's be honest, everybody could just run all day long on Green Bay.
I can't lie about that.
Mixon against Jacksonville. Meh. Tate against the Rams. Meh. Play a Giant this week. Yeah. Meh. Hopefully Michael Thomas doesn't play. Really hoping Michael Thomas doesn't play. Please, Michael Thomas, don't play. Just one more. Give me one more. Hooper going up against Dallas, and like he did go out and get Jerick McKinnon for from the San Francisco 49ers to go up against Philly this week, which that should be an easy matchup against Philly.
Wow, 18 points is projected. That's pretty high.
Yeah. Even though let's see what he get last week. Okay, he got 19 points. He got less points last week than Jeff Wilson did. Yeah, Jeff Wilson is still only projected for like 5 or something. But it's annoying because, once again, tried to pick up Jeff Wilson too. You know who got him? Dave. Every time I try.
Dave? He's like the worst on the waiver wire, no?
Yeah, and for some reason, he always gets the same people that I'm looking for.
That's weird.
Right? I call shenaniganry and bullshittery.
I think Dave knows how to hack the system.
Yeah, probably. I found out today, though, looking through all this stuff for trying to figure out COVID lists and stuff like that. I did find out that I can add and drop and move players on other rosters around.
Oh, wow.
So
Then,
I could be malicious if I really wanted to.
yeah, and then you would lose there'd be a mutiny.
Oh, I'll bring it on. I'll take your mutiny. Nah. But yeah, no, me and Laura were talking earlier and she was just like, if you can guarantee me a win, I'll give you Singletary for free. I'm just like, got it. Oh, what happened? Looks like Doug just dropped all of his players all of a sudden. Oh, well.
Shit happens. Move
Yeah.
on.
But no, I mean, right now, Jamie doesn't even have a defense out there for his team. Don't even know if he's going to play with a defense because right now, with his projection of 112 to my 104, does he really need a defense? Will he need a defense by the end of it? Who plays Monday night? The Packers and the Falcons. So, I mean, worst comes to worst, I'm sure one of those defenses is still available. But
yeah.
We'll see, though. He could have a waiver out there for somebody right now, which he'll probably get before me.
I have the Packers defense, but so then, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you have the Packers defense. That's right. That makes sense.
Yep.
So the Falcons defense, though, which is super pathetic, is probably available.
Yeah.
So, hey, Jamie, go out and get the Falcons defense. Have fun.
I know they probably lose you points.
I hope so.
You need all the help you can get.
Nah, if anything, they'll return a touchdown, like a pick six or something like that, get just enough points to beat me anyway. Because right now, I'm projecting it. Jamie's going to win again. I'm losing for the second week in a row.
You bet
calling
against
in
yourself.
Now to take the thunder away from you, Jamie, because if I say right off the bat, yeah, you're going to win, you can't beat me, really. Not here. Not here.
That looks scary. Just seeing your floating head.
Oh, man. So, yeah. Any thoughts from you, sir? Because you were wrong on my game last week.
Oh, I thought I gave you too much hope. I thought you were going to win.
Yeah, you thought I was going to win.
Yeah, no, I think Jamie's going to win. Yeah. They're running backs, man. They're running backs. That's all I got to say. Yeah. I mean, you could. There's better. There's
some
James
options
White
out there potentially on the waiver wire, but at the same time, it's all just disgusting. Tried to get Carlos Hyde. Somebody else picked him up before me. Tried to get Jeff Wilson. Dave got him. And tried to get salty. Salt. Coughing the salt.
Salty.
Okay, and in our second to last game of the week, we got the champ is here, and Anthony, or Mr. Tony.
Yeah.
Against AVI Fantasy and Mr. Anthony, the battle of the Tonys. Which one will prevail, the Tony or the anti-Tony?
The Tony.
So, yeah, right now it looks pretty well in your favor right now. You are currently projected 125 to 99.
Oh, never mind. He did choose. Just a second ago, I thought he. I
thought he had one player from COVID. That is not projected right now.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. That's it.
So, yeah, he's got a running back that's not really projected for anything. And he does have Mark Ingram just sitting there on his bench right now. So, don't know why that's going on. But still, even if he were to put Ingram out there, it gives him 10 more points. So it puts him at 110 to 125 projections. Yeah, I think you got this week pretty well in hand. Atlanta gives up points to everyone and everything. And you have most of your team playing Atlanta this week. Who knows what Chris Carson will be doing, if he's playing or not.
Should be. If not, well, I have to make some changes. Move David Johnson to my other running back position and then put someone in my flex. Put Robbie Anderson in there. So, who's already been a really good receiver. So, no, I have a good team. I have a good, deep team, I think. I am proud of it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you have a really good team going on. Yeah, I'd say you got really good people, on the bench right now, mostly wide receivers.
Yeah, mostly receivers, but you can never have enough receivers.
Especially in a full PPR league. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. You can never have enough receivers because right now, I mean, DeAndre Hopkins has not been scoring touchdowns for me. He's just been getting 10 plus catches a game.
Right.
So
but
that's why he's the number 2 wide receiver or number 3.
I don't know.
But yeah, no, this is. I think you got this one pretty well in the bag. David Johnson going up against Minnesota. Yeah, Seattle going up against Miami. Metcalf is going to eat up Miami alive. Same with hopefully Lockett. On your opponent's side, though, a lot of Ravens over there. Well, I guess not as much. He took out most of them and just played Lamar Jackson now. He's just like, screw the Ravens. Lamar Jackson, he's the only piece of real value from this team.
Right.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Mike Davis projected for 15 points going up against Arizona. I don't think he's going to do that, but I've been wrong before, once or twice.
Only once or twice.
Only once or twice. Not very good wide receiver situation for him. Thielen, Beckham, and Lazard.
Thielen has had good games. Odell, I don't think really has, and Lazard, he may. That's gonna be kind of a big deal because of well, actually I don't have Devontae Adams in this league, but if Devontae Adams doesn't play, Lazard will definitely put up some great numbers this week if he's playing.
I thought the same thing about MVS last week.
No, Lazard. I mean, as a Packer fan, I knew Lazard would. Just from seeing him for the past 2-3 years in like preseason and stuff, I've always seen him as being the better receiver than MVS. MVS is he drops a lot of balls. He gets open, but they never connect him and Rodgers. But Lazard, he has really good hands, and he did. I mean, last week 6 catches for 146 yards and 1 touchdown, 27 points. And he had 18 points week 1 when he was the number 2 or 3 receiver. So now I would be concerned. I don't think he's going to get just 9 points. I think he's going to get more if he's playing. It says he's questionable. I didn't even know he was questionable. But no, I like him. I like him a lot. Even if Devontae's playing, I think he'll do just fine.
He apparently had some scans for a core muscle injury.
Interesting. Well, hopefully he's okay. I know I'm going against him, but hopefully he's okay because he's a Packer. So.
Yep. I fully get it. So my personal prediction, I think you win.
He also has the Broncos defense and kicker tonight against the Jets. The Broncos defense against the Jets, that's always a good matchup.
Yeah, I think the Broncos defense against the Jets he'll probably be in the double digits. Don't think it'll be as crazy as like what the Colts did last week.
Yeah.
But you never know. The Broncos defense definitely has the ability, and the Jets are definitely pathetic enough.
Yep, but I mean, of course I'm going to choose myself, but nothing's ever a given in fantasies again. So Lamar Jackson, he can always put up some incredible numbers on any given week, and considering they just lost pretty badly, he's going to want to get revenge. He's going to want to come back with a vengeance, and he's going against the Washington football team. So that's why I chose the Ravens to win in my pool this week of which team to choose, because I think the Ravens are going to come back pissed off.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. On to our final game of the week. We have number 1 versus number 2. Colorado beer fan and David, naturally always at number 1, going up against Daniel this week. And I really want Daniel to win. And right now it's projecting Daniel to win 128 to 115.
It's so hard to bet against Mahomie and CEH.
Yeah, it is. But at the same time, you got Prescott on the other side going up against Cleveland. Yeah, Dalvin Cook going up against Houston. Ridley has been huge all year long. Michael Gallup definitely has the potential to break out. James Robinson has been playing great the past couple weeks.
Yeah, he is.
Travis Kelce is just a consummate, just stud out there. And then the rest of his team is kind of, up in the air. I think the Chefs' defense will have a hard time with New England, but they were able to keep Lamar Jackson in Baltimore pretty well corralled last week. So who knows? They could do really well. Robbie Gould going up against Philadelphia. Who really cares about the kickers? I'm not going to talk about kickers.
I don't even know who the freaking tight end is for freaking Dave. I never heard of that guy before.
He is the backup for Blake Jarwin in Dallas, but when Blake Jarwin went down with I think he tore his ACL week 1. Schultz came in and kind of has blown up the last 2 weeks. Well, not really the last 2 weeks. He had 2.1 week 1, 21.8 week 2, and then 8.8 points week 3.
Okay, I was just curious. I was like, who the heck is that guy? Schultz?
Yeah, no, he took over. He's the backup tight end, but he took over pretty well for Blake Jarwin, so far at least. Okay. Dave definitely, I think, needs a little bit of help, though. Russell Gage, could be good for him. Could, definitely boom or bust, I feel, with Gage.
Yeah.
Oh, so, shoot. I mean, you look at what he's done, 20 points, 16 points, 4 points. He did 4 points against Chicago last week. So I definitely think there's potential here for Dave to win, but right now, looking at it, he's not really affected by COVID or anything. Daniel lost one player, Humphreys from Tennessee, which, I mean, I doubt he was really going to play him over Michael Gallup or Calvin Ridley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think tough. Daniel's got this week.
Tough.
And if Daniel wins and I win, I take over first place again.
A lot of ifs. Yeah,
I need that to happen.
No, this is a tough one, and it's hard to bet against Dave. It's always hard to bet against him because he always somehow pulls something out and wins every freaking week. It seems like, except the championship when it matters. But no, I'm going to choose Daniel as well because Prescott has been putting up big numbers. Dalvin Cook always puts up big numbers. Robinson has been putting up numbers too. Calvin Ridley going against the Packers defense. The Packers defense sucks. So probably be a lot of point score in that game. Yeah. So I mean, Dave has Mahomes in CEH. Those guys have put up big points, but no one else will, I don't think. And that's the thing. It's like can't. You need, they can definitely carry most of the load, but you need somebody else to kind of help you out too. And I don't think there's really anybody else that will give him that edge this week.
I mean, Kenny Golladay definitely could, but I don't think it's enough to drive him over. No, I think it's going to be a good, high-scoring game, but at the end of the day, I think Daniel wins.
Yep, that's the prediction.
Yep. So that's all of the games for the week. We got a fun week coming up ahead of us that I know I'm going to be internally cursing the whole time while I sit there and score no points from my running backs. I don't know. Jamie, calling it right now. Dude, you got the balls. Don't play me with running backs. Just no running backs this week. Just quarterbacks, wide receivers. No running backs at all. Let's do it.
Would you like
I'll
me to
throw down.
play the world's smallest violin? Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know how to do it.
There it is. World's smallest violin. Yeah. Now shut the hell up and leave me alone. Oh, man. I am going to be a sad panda at the end of this weekend. But you know what? We'll talk about it next week when we do our recap show.
Let's do it.
Yep. We'll see what happens. We'll see where everything lands. And I know a couple games are going to be done as of Sunday night, but there's a lot of games that will not end until Monday because of the Monday night football game this week. So
yeah, that kind of hurts. I wish the Packers played, at normal time, but for 2 weeks in a row, it's Sunday night and Monday night. So, like with Devontae Adams being hurt, I had to make a decision last week and then this week. Well, in my other league, because I have Devontae Adams, but
cheat us with another league. I see how it is.
But yeah, I mean, it was a big deal, right? Because he's hurt and you don't know if he's going to play or not, and you take a risk and like put him in your lineup and just hope that he plays. And I did not. I benched him last week, and it was a good call. But
yeah,
yeah.
From what I've heard, I believe Michael Thomas is not going to be playing this week. So, Jamie, take him out of your lineup,
or keep him.
Or keep him in your lineup. I don't care. No, I do care. God damn it. I hate this so much. And damn you, fantasy football. Why do I have 2 good running backs and not a goddamn single good running back? Hate this. Oh, man.
It's like deja vu from last year.
Oh, my God. It really is. Just week 4 sitting here just like, what can I do for a running back?
Who was your running back last year?
Oh, man, it was that shit show that happened between LaShawn McCoy.
What was the running back that was on a
Carlos Hyde
and
and Duke Johnson.
Yeah. Duke Johnson.
Yeah, man, because I was just like, man, Duke Johnson, he's going to be the star guy for the Texans backfield, man. I'm going to pick him up. And now we traded it was Carlos Hyde at that point. And Carlos Hyde was coming in and being the main guy from the Chefs, of which he was already drafted by somebody else. And then I get LaShawn McCoy, and then he's traded over to the guy or just released or something, picked up by the Chefs, who then make him like the 3rd running back of their team. It was just like, God damn it. Why? Why can't I have running backs? Why is that my consummate curse?
I don't know.
We'll find out next week.
We will.
Oh, man. So, yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up because we're done. You're done. I'm done. Let's finish our day.
Let's do it.
And just try and relax because right now I am not relaxed. I am high strung and just, whatever. Whatever. Let's watch some football. Let's watch the Donkeys get their ass kicked tonight to the Jets. Suck.
Oh. Okay.
As a Giants fan, no, that's the only way to say that. Jets, suck. Until they get their own stadium. Until they get their own stadium. Until then, they play at Giants Stadium. They are renters.
Are you sure it's not the Jets Stadium?
It's not. Well, at least the last one was Giants Stadium.
Okay.
This one's MetLife Stadium. Always be Giants Stadium at the Meadowlands. But we'll talk about that later. I am your co-host, or no, I'm not the co-host. I'm the host. You're the co-host. For my co-host, Mr. Tony S. Burgess, the S stands for?
So close to Friday.
I am your hostess with the mostest, Mr. Garrett M. La Laguna. The M stands for Megatron. Yeah, that's right. D-Hop, go Megatron on everybody. Or Locket, don't really care who. Everybody just do something. Do something. Do the thing.
Do that thing. And do those things too, right?
Yeah, do those things. Like, share, subscribe. Recommend this to your friends or recommend us to your enemies. Equal opportunity, here, I guess. So friends, enemies, like, share, subscribe. Don't really care. Do that whole thing. Otherwise, yeah, get out of my face.